utlweletse Seabe in FM.
Welcome to Seabe in FM, the only station Sabato. Nake Mmata ka lebitso, aka Sage. Thank you for joining us on the Friendly Corner, and of course, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and YouTube at the same address, which is the same handle, which is Seabe in FM. And Oscar Levalagape to visit our website page. We have put it up just last week, which is Seabe Music Updates. More you will get content. We constantly updating. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And as usual, I have my partner in crime, Mr. Spoko.
Yo.
Oreng Ghost Rider.
How are you, man?
Hey, tada. And today's episode is actually an interview. We have a special guest. Some of you, Lamzeba, some of you don't know him. But either way, win because we have him in studio. His name is Moruti Tlala. Is it Moruti Tlala or Moruti Jack Tlala?
Moruti Jack Tlala. Bila it's Prophet Jack Tlala, but because Kinyagutlo said the name Prophet, so I don't like using that name a lot because whatever the attack is attacking towards prophets, right?
Okay. But you are a prophet.
Yeah.
I think you should be like straight, live on. If you are working to, maybe you want to clear Libiso level prophet and make it one person. I think you should be forthgoing with it. Anyway, thank you for joining us and making time with Lamo Studio. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, man.
Yeah. So let's just go straight to it. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Moruti Jack Tlala, Kemang Otswakai, your early life?
Okay, my name is Jack Tlala. That's my full name.
Yeah.
And then Lefiso. I grew up in Lefiso. Then the rest of my life in Joburg, it's a long story.
Yeah.
But I'm from Lefiso. My passion is for this place. So I want to like JS Morocco as a whole. My heart is here. So my journey as opposed to that side, go Joburg and here also.
Yeah.
I prefer to stay here at home. It's a more section. Yeah. So that's all I can say for now.
Okay. So born and bred Ko Lefiso.
Yeah.
And then you moved later on.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting, and I guess we should make time in the future when time allows to dive deeper into that, because we want to get the story behind Jack Tlala and the journey. So most people know Jack Tlala before becoming a prophet. Prophet.
Yes.
And some people they don't know you or maybe I know and the type of life you're leading now. Yes. Can you tell us about the transition and or what kind of life you had before this one and now?
Okay, before Kewa Moruti, to be honest with you, I would like to say I enjoyed the world.
Yeah.
You understand? I was a musician. I had the grace I can be with few celebrities in my life that I saw behind the scene. Even though we are not put out there, but the lifestyle behind this whole industry that you guys are in.
Yeah.
I've seen the do's and the don'ts. I've seen the lifestyle behind the camera, like how fake this industry is, man. Like I'm part of the people that lived the fake life, and to be honest with you, we portrayed to be people we are not. There's so many pressures that I would like to speak about if time allows me.
Yeah.
For the sake of those industry, they're still coming through. And then they see these wonderful models, role models. They think the life is like that. And I was part of those people to have a crowd screaming your name. Like close to 10,000 people. See, like that is like it's a drug. I don't know if you get it. Owen.
Yeah.
It's a drug. Everybody will kill for that. But
To be loved.
yeah, to be loved. There's, or when I would say when someone is smoking nyaupe or weed.
Yeah.
Let me just say that. You know the feeling of weed, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think most of the people, they know the feeling of weed.
Yeah, most people know that.
There is a high, like there
Yeah.
is a certain dopamine that is released from that high feeling, you understand? So fame is like weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, fame is like weed. It takes you to a level where you think things are like that. The time you come back to reality, actually life is not like that, you understand? So when I was still that side, I experienced a lot of pleasure. When you want to talk about girls, girls were just like that, you know. They were like meals. You know? I saw
Easy access.
Yeah, easy access.
Yeah.
Because when you're a king, how can I say that? It's like you're in a dark room and you are that spotlight. You know, the whole attention is upon you, and everybody wants to be on the spotlight. So when you have women like that are trapped up in that lifestyle, they want to see themselves with celebrities. They want to. And you are the door, you understand? There are some of the guys that you guys are dancing to right now.
Yeah.
That we know deep things about them behind the scene. We know the depression that they are going through. So I don't want to mention names, man. There's a song that you know, that lady used to be in my studio. I did a couple of counselings with her, you understand? I saw how traumatic that thing is. While the world is singing your name and your song, and then you are in your room, you know, being suicidal. You understand?
Wow.
So that's the reality. It's there, and then the transition there. When I finally realized that, you know what, man, I'm actually living a fake life. You understand?
Yeah.
I remember when we shot a music video. We booked. If you can check Limo YouTube, I won't remove that content. You know, it's still there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. Yeah.
So it's still there on YouTube. If you go to DJ Jack Tlala, you will see the music video and everything. It played on Channel O.
Yeah.
When we shot that video, man, everything there was fake. I went to a house that is not mine.
Yeah.
The ladies that were there, I actually didn't have a relationship with them. We were just singing, you know, like they just it's all staged.
Yeah.
If you see intimacy on a music video, you see all this happiness on a music video. It's all staged. It's not real. You understand?
So the director and stuff.
Yeah, and all that. You understand? So when I got to realize that, you know what, I'm actually suffering from depression, man. You know, I see everybody is looking like, yo, Jack Tlala made it. Even when you come back home in the village, you know, people look at you like, you know, when we see you changing cars, you're like, oh, this guy made it. You understand?
For real.
And then I knew deep inside my heart that, man, immediately when I turn off this car and then I'm in the garage, I'm actually crying. You understand? But nobody saw that. You understand? When we come out and perform in the stages, we look like we have it all together. You understand? Because it's a PR stunt. There are certain, like, the PR stunt that I pulled here, Momagayeng, to go against the Khoshi and all these villages. That was a PR stunt, man. You understand? It was all planned out that I knew that you're going to react, all of you.
And it was actually, it worked.
It worked.
But
It worked. So I hear you talking about depression and stuff like that. You went through that. What was that turning point for you? Or maybe you were the one, like one of those people who had to go through counseling and stuff like that, or you just survived that on your own? Or maybe seeing the path that you have chosen, you were one of those people who were saved by the church. You had to go to church and then you came back to your senses.
To be honest with you, man, let me just say I was a stolen bride of Jesus. You understand? When I was born with a musical gift. But Satan took advantage of it. And then he led me to the world because I didn't know who I am, you know? For an example, my brother, if we had to go to who you are in the spiritual realm now, you are not who you are now. If I look at you with an eye of a prophet, you are not this thing that you are doing now. This is for the world, for you to survive and eat. But what God called you to be, you are not this thing. You understand what I'm saying? So the transition that took place, I didn't even know who I was, man. Like, I thought this is it. You understand? And then I remember I had a visitation. I started having dreams. Jesus, I wouldn't preach someone I don't understand.
Yeah,
I'm
like
very-
you
I'm-
saw.
I'm
The
stubborn.
The actual Jesus.
Yeah, I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn. I'm very stubborn. I even if Jesus didn't like visit me,
Yeah,
I wouldn't allow to be. I wouldn't be a pastor
yeah,
because I don't want to go out there and lie to people and promise people things that are not there. You understand?
yeah,
In anything that I do, I need proof, and I need to see that this thing is going somewhere. Like now, I'm here because I believe that this thing is gonna go somewhere. You understand?
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm in that mindset. So the transition took place when I remember I was sleeping around 2 a.m. That day get take a boroko, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Take it like a boroko around 12:01, and then get bona pere. Even when you have even horses in your studio.
Sure.
Ke bona pere, you know, I'm in the sky, I'm taken up in the sky. Ke bona pere tswelele ne le pere tse pedi. And then hona le motho mo o inametse, and then he's like a figure ya kgoshi.
yeah,
And then pere tse like tse pedi, and then hona ko pele kwa hona le something like a ramp. I went into a skateboard or ramp.
yeah. A ramp, yeah.
So ke makatsa gore pere tse pedi tse di tlantse. They are is two horses, but only one has a rider, and then I don't have a like. So I knew in my spirit that no, I'm supposed to be on that
rider.
second, you know.
The
And then
other horse, yeah.
I went to the ramp. So the funny part is that when that horse came, he was not decreasing the speed so that I can catch up. I just had to go there and then run there and then get to the horse, and then it missed me. You understand?
Oh,
I
yeah.
fell into a place very hot. You see, when they say the hell exists,
Yeah.
I didn't believe in that thing.
Yeah,
Now you wouldn't preach to me. Like, I don't care how anointed you are or what you are a prophet or what. I don't believe in Jesus. You understand?
At the time.
So yeah, I just lived. You understand? So he had to take me through that place. Or no, I'm on that journey that even if I don't believe or hell thing,
Yeah.
it exists. I was there. You understand? Take it to Aga too. My feet, they were burning because I felt I tried to run away in that place. It's hot, man. You
Yeah.
understand? And then my whole body was sweating. You understand? And then I felt like I'm a demon.
Yeah.
You understand? They were pulling me. And then when I came out, when I woke up, take a check them out. What was happening there in the spiritual realm? It happened on
was
my
now
body.
physical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ke tswile ka yona that thing. It exists. You understand? So that was the first encounter. I went to church to a certain pastor, man of God. I was like, I had a dream like this. I remember a few weeks ago, a certain man of God told me that, no, man, you're going to be big.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then you are going to have money and all that. Don't stop this music thing that you are doing. And then so it contradicted. You understand?
So the man of God, like,
From a certain church, like that time I was chasing money and my visions. You
that was
understand?
before the dream. Yeah.
You understand? That's why most of the time, when you are getting prophecies and everything, there must be a confirmation of whether that vision is true or not.
Yeah.
What that prophecy is true or not. You understand? We'll get to that later on. So after that, I was running with the prophecy of a certain man of God. You understand that? Hey, I'm going to be a big celebrity. So which means God showed him only the beginning of my journey. He didn't finish what I was going to be. You understand?
Yeah.
He only saw the music videos, the celebrities, and then he ended there.
So I know only music how as hip hop or just music in general.
No, he just told me that, look, don't stop producing and all that. You understand? This thing is going to take you far.
Yeah.
And then I believed, okay, this is it. I started running with that prophecy. I'm heading close to where I'm supposed to be. The time Kitomo meet the celebrity, the guy that I'm with on the music video, he did a song with Kabza. He's always with Kabza and Maporisa, that guy.
Okay.
So I was so close to entering those guys' houses and be there. It was so close that now I feel like my career has just taken
You
off.
were just about there.
I'm starting to be on TV. And right where things are starting to go right,
Yeah.
God is like,
I still how.
you're not going there. You understand?
Yeah.
So I tasted the behind the scene, but he didn't allow me to go there because if you can check what is happening to me now, people hate me, man.
Lots of people.
I'm
Like
always
your
trending.
fans.
I'm always trending around JS Moroka. It's not easy for me, man. Like God knew that if I'm taken to that level now, Maporis and Bukabs and all those guys, the whole South Africa will slam me.
Yeah.
So the pressure was going to be so much that I was going to give up. You understand?
Yeah.
So he allowed me to stay in the region of what? JS Morocco. You understand? So yeah, that's how the transition started. I was not called by a man of God.
Yeah.
Jesus came himself to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
question ka dipere.
Yeah.
Nkila o kgona ho namela pere.
The funny part is that I get a pere. Look at touch. I've never touched pere.
Yeah,
To be honest,
at
ke bona ntse
all.
feta
Yeah.
ko lefiso kwa ntse ba di akile di tsa mamola. But I wish that one day nka inamela, you know. Yeah.
Wow, that was interesting. That was interesting. I mean, it's so seldom we hear the because most people when they go to church it's barakruti, but like most people barakruti by a friend.
Yeah.
So moving forward now, would you say looking at that life STC and whatever, and this one now, would you say ministry is more fulfilling, or it would be more challenging than previous one?
Hey, my brother, I'm in the best time of my life now. So I wish I had known Mudimo Pele before I knew fame, because now I'm able to handle fame now.
Yeah.
Because of Mudimo, you understand? When you don't look at someone who doesn't have God inside of him, man, like even what you are doing now, I'm telling you, if God is not involved in this thing, Satan will sponsor it.
Yeah.
He will sponsor it, and then at the end, you'll find yourself working for the devil without you knowing.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And fame is good. This is what's going to happen to you. Fame is it's a drug that it's an ecstasy of the soul. You understand? If it finds you that you have hunger for fame,
Yeah.
you understand? This is what Jesus was tempted with, and everybody's good. You are going to be tempted. Even now, you are tempted in your lives. You know what you're going through, right?
Real thing.
We all
Real
go to
thing.
the mountain that Jesus went to. Jesus was taken to a mountain. I'm getting to that point, right? He was taken to a mountain. Satan knew that someone is going to be born who's going to save the world. You understand? And then immediately when after he was baptized, he went straight to what? The mountain to fast. Faster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all that, right? Jesus did the same thing. And then the devil, short story long, long story short, he was taken to a place
Yeah.
fame, power. You are going to control the world. This is what everybody's looking for.
Yeah.
To have
real
that
thing,
influence,
real thing.
that power.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Jesus, because he knew who he was, that look, I'm a son of God. These things belong to me. Before I even came to the world, these things were mine.
Yeah.
So you cannot bribe me with the things that I own.
Yeah.
You understand? So he had identity that look, money and fame, they are from me.
Yeah.
You understand? So Satan showed him and said, bow down to me, and then I will give you these things. Right? And and then Jesus said what? It is written. You see, the word is very important. To know the Bible is very important. He didn't argue that, hey, I'm son of God, this and that, blah, blah, blah. He said what God said and promised him, that, look, you must not bow down to any other God except the God in heaven, your creator. And then Satan left him. He took him to another section. That is another preaching for another day. You understand? So that's the section where I'm saying now, the fulfillment starts with what? God, not the things you have. Before this studio, man of God, is gonna be big. It's gonna be big. The studio, you'll remember me. This place is going far. You understand?
Yeah, that's
Don't give up. You understand?
Real thing.
And then you started it well, because now my presence here, I wouldn't say me, but because God is with me.
Yeah.
God's presence.
You allowed the gospel to travel through this medium.
Yeah.
Make sure that this gospel is going far.
Yeah.
That's the only time God will pick up this place.
Yeah.
But now, if you start promoting other things like fornication, pornography, and all these drugs and alcohol, that's where the devil is going to come in. And then your fulfillment, you'll find yourself that you are a slave of this thing you are doing, but there is no joy within it, because deep within your heart, the Holy Spirit will tell you, God will tell you that, my son, when I gave you equipment, I gave you equipment because I wanted to use you for my kingdom, and I will sponsor you. Fulfillment comes with divine help. Man of God, you understand? If this studio works for God, within a year, next year, you would have moved from this place. And celebrities will come to this place. If it works for God, you understand? Fulfillment should start with your vision. What is your vision for this place?
I'd work a hole.
You want to grow,
Yeah.
but to which direction? You understand?
Yeah.
So that's where fulfillment comes in. When you know where you're going, nothing and nobody can change your mindset and what your heart believes in. So I am fulfilled in my ministry because I know who I am and what God showed me where I'm going. You understand? Nobody can come, even a celebrity now, even if you put 1 million here and say leave ministry, I'll throw that money on your face. Look, the ministry I'm in now doesn't even make 100 rand, man of God.
Yeah.
You understand? I left places where I was getting thousands and thousands. I have a studio like yours, man of God. You understand?
Yeah.
The equipment is still there. Everything is still there. I'm not going to throw it away. Because that studio from the beginning, it was supposed to work for God. The reason why I didn't get fulfillment in that studio, as beautiful as it was, you understand?
Yeah.
It was because it didn't do its job.
Did other things.
Other things.
Yeah.
So enough fulfillment. What my answer to you now is that I am where I'm supposed to be, and nothing can shake me. Yes.
Real thing. So I hear you talking about you said you were at the happiest moment right now. You are the happiest now where you at. So can you tell us what are some of the biggest joys that you get in ministry?
Man, you're asking nice questions. I love this interview. That's why I came here.
Yeah.
You know, there is nothing, man, when depending on your heart, the heart you have. You understand? I might be tough, man. You understand, on the outside, but I'm so sweet in the inside. My wife can tell you here.
Yeah.
I'm the sweetest guy ever. You understand? I care about people. I love people. You understand? So this thing on my face, you understand, is just to create barrier that I can't control too much. After go read, that's when I'm gonna allow you to come in. So the joy that is in my heart is to see the love that is within me overflowing in the physical realm to other people. You understand? So when I see myself helping the needy, when I see orphans, you understand, being taken care of.
Yeah.
When I see kilukisa matata manyalo a batho ba bang, you understand? When I see motho a losing hope, a batlo ipolaya, wanting to commit suicide and say, man of God, I have no one to talk to. And I know that I have the ability by the Holy Spirit and the grace to change their life. And then I see someone taking, a rope they are going to hang themselves with and throw it down because of my words. And then I see the community changing to say, there is someone who's a light. The word of God says you are the light of the world. You understand? So for my light to shine around the community, even those that didn't believe in Jesus, now they see that Pila, this Jesus guy that they're talking about is not just a white man or a white guy who's taking over our culture and all that. Do you understand? But he's actually alive in this guy. I want to be an example. So if you don't believe in Jesus, look at me. Don't go and read a lot of books and all that. I want to be that living example that, look, people are saying this, but when you look at me and hear what you are hearing, does it look the same now? If you want a perfect example of Jesus, look at me. And spend time with me. The days you will stay with me, even 30 minutes with me, should tell you that Jesus exists. That is just my fulfillment. So that when they look at me, they see God. I don't want to be God, but I want to be an example that what a child of God looks like.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said it. You said it. And you said there are people who hate you and fighting you and stuff like that.
Yes.
Like other people might look at your history and judge you upon that and be like, nah, he can't change. Especially like we have people they are stealing in the name of God and those churches and stuff like that. What do you want to say to somebody who might say, nah, I see a change, it's a stunt, or it's just like one of those churches what they take? What would you say to somebody who might say that to you?
Okay, let's look at a person called Apostle Paul in the Bible. Apostle Paul is a guy who was, obsessed with tradition, his father's traditions. You understand?
Yeah.
He was living in the law of Moses like nobody's business. He was so protective over tradition. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You wouldn't say anything bad about tradition and then he wouldn't attend you. And he had power. You understand? So my life with Apostle Paul is the same. Apostle Paul, when God called him, Jesus appeared physically to him. He blinded him. Do you understand? He blinded him for 3 days. Do you understand? To humble him. I'm going somewhere. To humble him. You understand? So that Paul can believe that Jesus is the only one that has power. Because he used to kill the church. He used to destroy the church. Because he had the same belief that now the community has about me. You understand? He believed that there is no other gospel rather than the gospel of Moses. Jesus is a fraud. You understand? You can't preach Jesus. You understand? You are here to take people's money. You are performing fake miracles. You are doing all these funny things to take advantage of people. You understand? And then he was so powerful that he gained momentum. The whole community followed him. And then he was dangerous to the church of God. You understand? So Jesus appeared to him and said, why are you destroying my church? There are people like that now, even now, they don't believe that I'm called. And God appears to them. They see me in their dreams. There are people that texted me and say, man of God, now I didn't believe that you understand, because of your history. You understand? I didn't believe. So when Paul was transformed into a pastor, if you look at the books of Paul in the Bible, you understand? Even Peter, even the other disciples that were with Jesus, you understand? They were not graced like Apostle Paul. You understand what I'm saying? So there are people out there that think they know God. There are people that are hiding the uniform of the man of God. You understand what I'm saying? But some got the Bible all over the place. But all level pila double life. But Sunday, they look all holy. God doesn't know them. You understand? So even with me now, there's a track record. There's a reason why God allowed me to go through that history. So that li record, I come from somewhere. I didn't just appear as a prophet out of nowhere. You must have a record. That's why I'm not deleting my errors on social media and Facebook and all that. You understand? So that when you doubt to see that I'm a man, I'm like you. I have mistakes.
Make mistakes.
I'm not superhuman. You have something to look at and say, even Luena, with your own mistakes. You understand? God can still use you. Even the Bible, there is nothing, man of God, that I know. You understand? I know because the Holy Spirit believed in me and He transformed me. So if I come to a person like you and then I say I become holy and all that, if I was not once in your shoes. Because I need to understand. You understand? You have a problem of alcohol. What are you saying? I've been an alcoholic now and there. You understand? When you are talking about that, you have a problem of girls. I have struggled with girls. If you want to talk about, you understand, the pornography. Most of you guys are suffering from pornography. You are masturbating, most of you guys. You understand? I've masturbated. You understand? What can I... These are the things that guys don't want to talk about. And I will talk about them. 90% of people here, they are watching pornography. And they are struggling with marriage. The reason why people don't get married is because they are married to spirits. You understand? When you masturbate, man of God, let me tell you something. You will never get married. It's rare because a spirit is married to you. A wife. That's why you see yourself having sex in your dreams. People call it wet dreams. I'll get to that one day when you call me next time to get deeper into this spiritual thing.
Most definitely.
Do you understand?
Most definitely.
But now, the issue of me being hated. I'm hated because now the devil is using my background to stop the work of God. And unfortunately, he can't stop it. It won't be stopped. It's impossible. Do you understand? So that's why I'm going to end that whoever is trying to stop the work of God, it won't happen. It is the will of God. Thank you.
Okay, Sage.
Wow.
Question.
Yes, you have a question,
The time with Toma ministry how?
Yes.
Will it difficult if we're not here I can do this.
I'm called. You know, when something is new to you, the fear is the biggest weapon of the devil. I believe in it. When you started this studio, you had fear that is it gonna work out? I believe that even most of the time when you wake up and come here and feel like, there are those days, that challenge you and be like, I don't have funds, I don't have this. How will this be? Let me tell you something, guys. That is none of your business. Leave it to God. When you start a journey, like when you give birth to a child, you understand? You know that the child has to go to school one day. You are having children without being married, and even being what? Working. You are not working, most of you, but you have children, right?
Yeah.
But you find yourself that you can provide for your children. You don't know how.
Yeah.
Your children have never went to bed hungry. So why do you doubt that the God who feeds the birds of the sky, Nonyani, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't go to jobs.
Yeah.
But every morning it finds a worm. There is a worm that is created only Dibuku. If you can check, why do we have worms in on earth? I didn't a miracle to us, right? But you know that worms are important. If worms are not there, birds will die. Do you understand? So there are things that are waiting for you already. God has created things for you that you will find them waiting for you, and nobody can take those things. They are for you specifically. There are people that are coming to this studio that God has ordained them already. They have money. You understand? They are just waiting for God to say, go now. And even how you look, it's not easy, man of God, to find me. I have many inboxes. I don't reply. That's the honest truth about this thing. And before I came here, I asked God first, Father, what are you saying about this studio? I didn't want to know if you are going to interview me with a phone or your studio looks anyhow. I don't care about how your studio looks like. Even if it doesn't have equipment, for me it's perfect because I'm here for a mandate. God sent me here. So there are more people like that are divine helpers. You don't have to go and advertise yourself. God will advertise you. You don't have to go and beg people to help you. You understand? God is going to send you people that will help you. It will only take a text. Usually when you talk to me, man of God, I will refer you to people. And sometimes there are protocols that you have to follow for us to arrive at your place. We don't just attend anywhere. But how did I respond? I was talking personally to this guy. So it shows you the grace, that there is a certain grace. How? Don't ever use your own strength in anything. So even in my ministry, I walk by faith. That look, when I started in a 2-room. I have pictures. I cleaned a dirty 2-room. You understand? I didn't have chairs. I didn't have equipment. I didn't have anything. Not to even mention a speaker. Man, I started with a speaker as small as this. Yes, this size. You understand? Microphone. I did a microphone with 30 rand. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then God just said start a prayer group, a Bible study. I only needed 8 people. Unfortunately, it was more than 8. In my mind, I thought if I can only just get 8 people, we will start. God saw that I started by faith, even though I didn't have. People laughed at me at that time. They looked at the 2-room. Right now, man of God. You understand? But in the spirit, I'm not seeing Mukuku. Now I'm seeing a building. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when I started, we started as if we were joking. And then all of a sudden, God showed me a building. As we kept on going, we kept on pressing on. He said, I'm going to take you into a building. I didn't have funds. I didn't know how it was going to happen. All I did was that, Father, whatever you say, let it be. And then I drew a plan. Without money, let me show you something what faith does. I drew a plan of the building that I want without money. And I went to God and be like, God, you created earth. You created mankind. Money belongs to you. People belong to you. Fame belongs to you. This thing will come to pass. And when I spoke to my people, and I said, I want this thing done by December. Okay, it was a bit hard. I'm talking about I'm on November. I want it done on December. They're like, no, by January it will be done. By March, the building was already started. I'm talking about a 27 meter by 13 meter building that cost about. If you can check the cost, by grace we managed. But that building, if you go now, close to 500,000.
Yeah. And I was gonna ask about that. The church,
God.
you have your own church right now. Okay, for the sake of now, we just gonna So I'm interested in what. Where do you see your ministry, let's say in the next 5 years? If you can just keep it short and your answer.
All right. Where do I see my ministry? Look, in 5 years, all of you here, 5 years is too far.
Yeah.
Remember this project, eh? 5 years is too far. Before 3 years,
Yeah.
before 3 years, all of you here, the whole JS Morocco, you'll be gathered at my church.
Real thing. Real thing. Nice and short. Yeah. So we're just gonna wrap up. We definitely need to have a part 2 to this because we need to hear that story. So if we wrap up here, rather, can you tell Batwa they don't know where to find you? Might be social media, contact information, or the location of your church if somebody go at your church.
Okay. Before that, I wouldn't want to lead someone to my church without him knowing where he's going, what he's going to do there.
Yeah.
You understand? First of all, the church that God gave us is a prophetic church. We believe highly in prophecy and the Holy Spirit. We are a prayer warrior church. We are intercessors. We are called for intercession. We are the people that when you have a problem, we might not be big in your word and be very high in revealing mysteries and all that, going deeper into the word. But if you want to kick a demon, you want to fix your life, we are the people. You understand? We are called to release people out of jails. You cannot hear the word of God if a spirit is following you around. Your life cannot be put in order if Satan has not been kicked out. You understand? So you can find us in Lefiso, Kopaning. We are behind Lefiso Primary. You understand? The church is written LNR there. You'll just see a big building behind Lefiso Primary. You understand? And then on social media, the page is Lefiso Love and Reconciliation Ministries. There's an official page. And then for my personal reach, the account is Moruti Jack Tlala. And then for the church account, right, it's Lefiso LNR Church. Yeah, those are the 3 platforms. And then on YouTube, we're still going to create a platform, but most definitely it's going to be in the same name. Love and Reconciliation Ministries. Yeah.
Okay, as we wrapping up here, thank you, Moruti Jack Tlala, for coming to the studio and having this conversation with us. Like I said, we definitely need a part 2 to this. So you can follow this radio station, because I see it as a radio station like Moruti Jack Tlala has said. You must see and you must have a vision. Follow us on Facebook at Seabe in FM, and also follow us on YouTube at the same handle. Like, comment, and share. We will see you on the next episode. Mmata ka lebitso ke tsamale Brayaka Spoko. We are out.
Seabe in FM.